Hey everyone, welcome to MMA Uncensored podcast. I am your host, Matthew here. We have a special guest for you today, one of One Championship's champions, actually. He's the light heavyweight world champion over there. Let's bring him on. I know he's here in the studio. We spoke here moments ago.
Hi, Matt. How's it going?
It's going good. It's going good, sir. How are you doing?
I'm very well. Just got done training today, so
Nice. How's your training going?
good. It's great. I got great training partners at Sanford. Um, yeah, just taking it, tapering off, and getting ready for my flight tomorrow. A long flight, so excited.
You said Sanford. That's Sanford MMA in Florida?
Yes. Sanford.
Oh, nice. Okay. Oh, some killers out there, man.
Yeah, great guys.
Nice, nice. So, how's it feel to be a champion, one of the top dogs at one championship?
Um, doesn't feel any different. Just working every day, trying to be a better version of myself.
Okay. Okay, nice. So, are you excited about fighting again?
Yeah, it's been a while since I fought, so I'm excited to be back. And just excited to show what I've been working on. So it's gonna be good.
Nice. What's the game plan?
I always come to finish. I always come to look for the knockout. And the game plan is to give good pressure and put on an exciting show for the fans and make it good.
Anytime a fighter says to make it exciting for the fans, that means it's going to be one hell of a battle.
Yeah, sure. No. I don't like to win by points. I like to win by a good finish. So.
Okay. So your camp's going well?
Yep, camp is great. My training partners are great. I got one training partner that's competing this weekend as well. Brendan Allen. And,
okay.
Yeah, and I got like great guys. Like Nate Marquardt, who's helping me out. So it's been a great camp.
Yeah, it's always good when you have a good, strong camp. Or have you had a full camp going into this fight?
Yeah, full camp. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's gonna be good. I've been working since beginning of the year, so it's been great.
Well, I know with the whole COVID thing, it messes up everyone's fighting. I ask you because I ask everyone. How's your training been?
Yeah, for sure. Our we're in Florida, we're in South Florida, so it hasn't been very restrictive like other states have.
Mm-hmm.
And like it's business as usual here. So
I like that.
Yeah, our trainers, Henry Hoof, and our coaches, Kami and Greg Jones, have been working pretty much every day. So it's been great.
Okay. It's always good when you get a good camp. I talk to fighters all the time, and sometimes they'll get 2 weeks to notice they're cutting 10 pounds. What about that? How's your weight?
It's good. It's a little bit under. I'm good.
Okay.
One championship doesn't allow us to cut really weight, so.
That's right.
Yeah.
Somebody else said that.
Yeah, because they check your hydration level and make sure you're not dehydrated. Because we had an issue with one fighter, passing weight because of weight cutting. So they took out the whole weight cutting and just bumped all the weight classes up a little bit.
Okay. So let me ask you, did you see this thing with Jake Paul and Ben Askren?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. How do you feel about a YouTuber being in boxing?
You can't call him a YouTuber. He's been training boxing. I know he's been sparring with pro boxers, and he's been putting his work. And he calls out like the weakest, probably the one of the worst boxers in as far as the high level MMA goes. If it was an MMA match, it'd be a total different story. So you gotta respect boxing, and you gotta respect different arts. You fight a guy has no boxing, has no boxing and doesn't really train boxing. Like Jake Paul did more. Jake Paul did more actual boxing training than Ashton did for this fight. So
No, his training is serious. I see his training. I think it's pretty good. I mean, anybody who says, "Listen, I'm going to step into a ring with an MMA fighter," you're still taking a chance to lose your life. So
yeah, but think about it. If it's a boxing match, who deserves to win? A guy that's training like a real boxer, or a guy that's hitting mitts on a wrestling mat? Ben Askren a wrestling mat. Who deserves to win more?
mm-hmm.
In my eyes, the guy that put more effort, the guy that put more training in should win more. And in my opinion, Jake put in more work than Ben did. So.
I want to ask you one of the fan questions, if you don't mind. Who is your current favorite fighter? Doesn't matter where they're at.
Current favorite fighter right now. Can I say Michael Chandler right now?
You heard it. Shout out to Michael Chandler.
Yeah. Let's go, Mike. See you at the top.
Awesome. So one of my questions: who would be one of your least favorite fighters, or do you respect everyone for the art of training?
I do. I don't really hate on people. So.
Cool. No, hey man, people that talk bad about people in their profession, kind of looked upon anyway, man. That's a good answer.
Yeah. Thank you.
So how do you like training in Florida opposed to, training in other places? How many places have you trained in?
I started my career in the Midwest, and then in Maryland. But South Florida is the best, in my opinion. With the training partners that I have and the trainers that I have, and the weather, the weather's nice. You can train all year round. I'm close to the beach as well, since I'm in South Florida. It's always a plus. I can, at any point of the year, I can just drive down to the beach, and enjoy the beach. So that's nice.
Beaches are beautiful down there.
Yeah. And the food here is good too. The food is good. They have really a lot of, ethnic, as far as ethnic food goes, it's pretty nice here. They have good Asian food, they have good, Hispanic food, good Cuban food, so good Brazilian food as well. So
nice.
Yeah. What more can you ask? Good weather, good food,
and beaches.
Yeah. So.
And good training.
Yep. Great training. So.
Awesome. And you're from Burma, right?
Yeah, Myanmar. Yeah.
Okay. How long have you been away?
So this year will be half of my life. This year is going to be half of my life. I've been here. I came here when I was 18. So.
Okay.
In 2000, I came here in 2003. So.
2003. Okay.
And it's been a while. Yeah.
So you've been training since you were a kid?
Yeah, no, we did karate and stuff like that back home, but started doing MMA in 2004. Yeah.
Awesome. Mm-hmm. Okay. What type of karates?
Just kids karate, when I was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But I got into MMA in 2004, with jiu-jitsu, Muay Thai and all that.
Out of all of it, stand-up, jiu-jitsu, wrestling, which one is your favorite? Muay Thai?
Stand-up, probably.
Stand-up?
Yeah, I like the stand-up. I don't know. Sometimes I go back and forth, but wrestling is probably my weakest, weakest martial arts in my skill set. So I got to practice that more.
Okay.
If you can't wrestle, you can't fight, man.
I know that it usually starts from the ground up. A lot of things,
Yeah. If you can't wrestle, even a guy with no striking can beat you. So.
Yeah. No, of course. So I know with one of your posts that you posted on social media, there was some stuff going on in your hometown.
Yeah.
How does that make you feel that people are just doing things like that?
Yeah, it's what's happening in Myanmar is not good at all. And I'm surprised that a lot of the news outlets haven't spoken out against it. Um, and it's sad because it really hurts me because the Burmese people back home, they think I have a lot of power, to be able to change, but I really can't. Like I can speak out against it, I can put a light on it, but I'm not a politician. I'm just an athlete. You know,
Mm-hmm.
so it's kind of like a hard time, over there, and for me as well. So, uh, so I mean, in the short story, it's like the elected, the democratic government gets detained, and there's a coup from the military. So that's the short version, and they're pretty much shooting protesters right now.
Oh man, I
Kids,
saw,
kids.
I saw the picture. It was pretty graphic.
Yeah, and that's like the freedom that we have in the United States is um, it's like something that that we take for granted sometimes. And as Americans, I think it's important that we understand that we have such a great opportunity to live in this country, where we have all these freedoms. Um, and it's important that we ourselves, American, are good people and stay united and help out other people around the world. It's important for us to do that.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. You still have family back home?
Yeah, my dad's still back home, and I still got grandparents and uncles still back home. So yeah, it's hard times over there right now, but I know good will come out of this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh well, we send our prayers over there definitely.
Thank you very much.
Yep.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I mean, mentally, it's got to be tough when you're training.
Yeah,
You
it
know.
is. There were some days when I was like so depressed, but we're here now. We're ready for this, bout, and I'm excited to show the American fans first time on TNT, one championship. My friends here in the States can watch it live, and my in-laws can don't have to wake up at like 6 in the morning to watch it. So it's nice. Yeah.
We'll be sure to put your highlights out here. Don't worry about it.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, are you excited about this fight? Looks like you are, man. Looks like you're ready.
Yeah, man. It's we put on a great camp. I have great people around me, man. My cornermans are awesome too. My trainer Henry will be there. Nate Marquardt will be one of the guys that corner me as well. So much knowledge in the cornerman. So much knowledge in the training, and so much hard work has been put already. So I'm excited, man. I can't wait. So.
Oh, can't wait to see it. We got to bring you on here afterwards so we can get a post-fight interview. Love that stuff, man.
Sure.
Black eye, face is bloody.
Yeah, it's gonna be good, man. I'm gonna
Okay.
this stitches and all that, right? So.
Hey, battle scars.
Yep, for sure. Yeah.
So we had another fan question, if you don't mind, with the Conor McGregor and Dustin Poirier fight, and they're on their trilogy. How do you feel about the trilogy?
Trilogy is good. Like the fighter understand each other, what they're good at, what their assets are. It's been 3 years already. It's been a little over 3 years, almost 4 years now, since we competed. And he's the reason why I moved down to Florida to get a more professional setting. And I feel like I've worked really hard for it, and I've done everything in my power. And I want to put the nail in the coffin. I want to end this with a bang. I want to make it so that he never wants to sign that dotted line against me again. So.
Love it. Fans love that stuff.
They like controversy, huh?
Hey, MMA Uncensored.
It's not controversy. It's the truth. I worked so hard for this, and in my mind, I deserve, and the fans deserve a good show, man. The fans deserve a good show, and I'm ready for it.
What was one of your this year from January? What was one of your favorite fights that you've seen? Good performance.
Good performance. Uh, uh, Give me some of the names. Give me some of
Okay, so we've had, man. There's something. I see how you feel.
yeah. There's a lot of good fights, right? Yeah.
A lot of good fights. A lot of good fights. So many fighters out there. So many up and coming fighters out there. So many people calling people out. I mean,
Francis,
Francis and John Jones. How do you feel about that?
that's great.
Even though it's not a fight yet, or it hasn't happened. I
Yeah.
apologize.
Yeah.
How'd you feel about his last performance?
Ngannou's from Hardcore,
Yep.
so
Yep.
much more composed. So much more composed. He packs so much power, it's and he's also, like myself, he's also like an immigrant that wants to make something off of himself, from a very humble beginning. And you can tell from the way he fought, he put in a lot of hard work, and
Oh
he
yeah.
dedicated himself to it. So he looked very composed and yeah, he looked great, man. John Jones is going to be another level, championship experience, his wrestling. If he can get his size to match Francis, I think he'll give Francis a lot of problem.
I agree.
Yeah, for sure, 100%. Like the only thing that he lacks, that Francis has, is the power. Everywhere else, like his wrestling and all that, it's gonna give Francis a lot of problem. His reach, are they pretty similar? They're pretty similar in reach, right? I think.
Yeah, pretty similar. I know John Jones just a little bit more rounded.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to taking someone to the ground. It's just past experiences.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
So
Who else fought recently that was really good? There's so many fights, man. Like
there are so many fights. I mean, now and with what we do, I watch things like celebrity boxing, bare knuckle boxing. I mean,
my recent performance. One of my buddies, Steve Maury. I know he was a big favorite on that fight, but Steve Maury is somebody you guys should watch for in the heavyweight division. He's from Bellator. He's 6'8". He's one of my sparring partners. He's 6'8".
Oh wow,
man! I'm telling you, he's gonna be something, man. Something special.
You don't want to walk into him in a back alley, 6'8".
Yeah, but the problem, like the thing with him is like, man, his bones are so hard too. Like man, he's gonna be something special. So look out for Steve Maury.
Steve Maury, shout out.
Yeah, tall Steve.
Tall Steve. That's his nickname?
Yeah. He's tall and he's strong, man. Strong. On the weights, I lift more weights than he does, but for some reason, when you grab him, he's just so strong. His bones are so hard too. Like, yeah.
Great. It's great having guys like that to train with, man.
Yeah, for sure. It takes you to the next level. They're a little bit younger too, so they have their ceiling is just like so high, Yeah.
So, question for you: where do you see yourself in 3 years, 2 years?
In 2-3 years, well, I believe, I really truly believe in my heart that my best performance is going to come in within the next 2 years, 2-3 years. Yeah, I think as a mixed martial artist, I'm going to put everything into it, and I think right now I'm going to reach my prime in like 2-3 years. So, and I'm going to put on great shows for the fans, and the sky's the limit. Like they say, the sky's the limit, but I really believe that I'm going to hit my ceiling in the 2 or 3 years, and I'm going to put on great shows. and the fans will enjoy it because I've always been in the last 2-3 decades I've always been an MMA fan, a combat fan. I started as a fan, and to be able to train alongside guys like Vitor Belfort, Robbie Lawler, for me it's like I feel like I'm a kid in a candy shop. So to learn from them, I want to take everything, I want to take everything in, and I want to just enjoy this ride, man. And I'm gonna put on some good fights for the fans.
So you said something that brought up a question for me. Growing up, and before you got to being a champion, who were some of your idol fighters that you looked up and said, "I want to fight next to that guy," or "I want to be as good as that guy"?
Yeah, well, um, like Vito was one of the earlier ones. Vito Belfort was one of the earlier ones. Um, like Brendan Vera was one of my that one of the guys that I looked up to as well. But like as I started training, I don't really have I wasn't like I want to be like that guy. No, I want to be the best version of myself. You know, I don't want to be anybody else. I want to be myself. You know, we have guys like Tyrone Spong in a gym as well. So you look at guys like that and like, man, I need to, I can do better. We have Gilbert Burns who has great jiu-jitsu. You know, um, we have great wrestlers here as well. So I just want to get their skill sets. Be like them in their skill set. So just be
Well
a
said.
just be the best version of myself. And I know in 2 or 3 years I'm gonna be able to be the best version of myself. You know?
Well said.
Yeah. I'm not getting any younger, but I know I still have a good 2-3 years in me. So we're gonna make the most out of it, and we're gonna put on great shows.
That's good to know mentally that you're still learning, still developing,
Yeah,
still
yeah,
striving for more.
for sure, for sure. Like there's levels, man. There are levels. You know, just like I almost feel like some people are just like incapable of understanding that the fact that there are levels. You know, I've been to countries like Japan where where one person just does one thing for their entire life. Like one person just masters the art of making sushi, and it's so damn good, so damn good. And you only get a few pieces for the whole, for the whole meal. You know, like I want to be like that. I want to get to that level where I can be the best mixed martial artist and be good at wrestling, be good at jiu-jitsu, be good at boxing, and be able to mix it up really well. Oh, Rory McDonald. Rory McDonald. He's one of the best as far as transitional MMA goes.
Okay.
Very impressive. If it was just kickboxing, he's okay. If it's just wrestling, he's okay. If it's just jujitsu itself, he's pretty good at jujitsu. But what I'm saying is that his transition, the way that he can flow, it's pretty amazing. And I wanna be like that.
Well, you said a name. You said Brandon Vera was someone you looked up that, you like their style, you idol them or you watch them. How does it feel defeating him?
I mean, it's like an accomplishment. It's an accomplishment. But he's training with us now. He's my friend.
Hmm.
And
That's got to be even cooler than beating him. He's your
yeah,
friend.
for sure. Having lunch with him and stuff, it's so cool. Yeah. But there's more to fighting than just That's why I don't make enemies like when I fight.
Hmm.
And I'm sure like everybody's just trying to provide for their family, but I think the sport can have a higher ceiling. So we can keep improving and learning from each other and getting better. You know.
No, you're absolutely right. Iron sharpens iron out there, man.
Exactly, exactly. And I feel like our team is in the right path, and we're gonna do some big things this year. So I'm excited.
I'm excited for you. I can't wait to see your next fight, especially the way you're talking. It sounds like there's going to be some fireworks, man.
It's gonna be good. I promise. Don't.
um, so I want to thank you for being on the show. We're very honored to have someone of your stature, somebody as well disciplined as you can hear it on our show, man. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Is there anyone you want to shout out right now? Any sponsors, family, friends? I know we said where you're training already, but anyone you want to let the fans
want to thank the team. Thank the team. Henry's, he welcomed me from the first day that I was there. Henry Hoof, one of the most brilliant-minded, trainers in the world. I don't think he gets enough credit. Do you think he gets enough credit?
When do they ever? The people that get the most credit are the ones that are able to be their finger pointed at. The people. There's so many people in the shadows that just do not get the credit. Whatsoever.
But they changed. They changed a lot of people's life. They changed my life, my family's life. They're gonna continue to change. My kids' life and stuff like that. And I think it's important for us to give them a shout out. And thank them for the opportunity. Because their heart is in it. To make us better. It's not just for what's going to profit them. You know what I mean? Like,
oh yeah.
So I want to thank those, Henry, Greg Jones, Kami, Dr. Peacock, our strength and conditioning coach, the whole Sanford crew, the guys, man, we got a great group of guys, man. And this year has been, so far, it's been a great year so far, I think we're like in our last few months, we've I don't know the exact number, but I think it's 12-2 or something like that. So we're off to a great start this year,
Very nice, man.
So you're gonna see some great fights. I can't wait for Michael Chandler. He's gonna be fighting for the belt. So again, his life has changed, a lot in the last 3 years. 3 years. In the last 2 years, Derek Brunson's career has changed too. When he first came, he was on a 2 or 3 fight losing streak. Now he's on a great streak. Going up and up. So it's gonna be good, man.
Yeah, so many fighters are developing the right way lately. I think they've taken this pandemic saying, it's a possibility things can be taken away from me. People just, in the past couple of years, you've seen a lot more aggression out of fighters and just more mental stability.
Yeah, and it's it really goes, who you surround yourself with, and the people you associate yourself with, So.
Absolutely. Champ, it was good to have you on the show. We thank you very much. Thank you. Good luck to you in your next fight.
For sure. Thank you.
Can't wait to see you.
I can't wait, man. I can't wait to put on that show for you guys. All right. Take care, my man.
Take care.
Yeah. Peace.
All righty. Wow. I have to take a deep breath. That was strong, man. We've got athletes out there ready to put on a show. I want to thank everyone out there for joining in to MMA Uncensored. And remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel where we have new content and interviews dropping daily. Have a good one.